Unfortunately, I don't know much about his Islamic scholarship. I only know about his political and military adventurism.
I'm not comfortable with his politics.
Yeah.
But
One way to put it.
I'm certainly excited by his unconventional model of Islamic scholarship.
Your few words that you said at his grave in the video speak volumes. Let's just leave it at that. Let's discuss why you're here now and why you're not in Albania.
I was finished with my visit to Belgrade. I was planning to come for only 2 days, but Professor Branko insisted I stay for 4 days. So I delivered a lecture at the University of Belgrade on Wednesday night on the Quran and Russia's destiny. And the next day, Thursday, I flew to Albania. This was probably my fourth visit. But this time, they did not allow me in, and I'm now learning that they did not allow me in because of the Americans, that the Americans have put my name on some red list. People who they don't like, because they have their plans in Gaza and I'm standing in the way.
Yeah.
So it is a recognition that my scholarship has now become a hindrance to them. That's a feather in my cap.
Yeah.
So they did not allow me in, and the next morning they sent me back to Belgrade, but they haven't sent my baggages yet.
I want to like float, let's say, 3 different topics and get your response on how these 3 topics converge in the times that we're living in. One is the Pax Judaica that you mentioned and that you discussed recently just now. The second is the potential or proficiency of Serbs who are Muslim to lean towards Salafi understandings, just like the Bosnians or Bosniaks, I should say, of the 90s did, and the resolution, let's say, of the things that were happening in Syria. Meaning, like you said earlier, it was good that the Russians stepped in to protect the Christians and so on, and now the Russians are doing the diplomatically correct thing, but at the end of the day we have a head-chopping Salafi who is in charge in Syria. How do you reconcile these 3 things?
When you ask 3 or 4 questions at the same time, you put me at a dilemma, because I can't remember the first one.
The first one is Pax Judaica, how it's emerging and how Syria's Jolani is a part of this emergence, and tying that, because we all know that what happened in Syria is basically the same thing that happened in Bosnia, is it not? In the 90s.
I have already answered about the evidence that I perceive of a Pax Judaica emerging. But a Pax Judaica cannot be established while the United States is still so powerful, while Europe and the European Union is still so powerful, and while Russia and China is still so powerful. So they need the Great War. The Zionists need the Great War. And they are calculating that there will be mutual destruction, and a post-nuclear war world would be one in which Israel can now make a credible claim to be the new Pax Judaica ruling the world. And so I anticipate that the Great War is not going to be long from now. 10, 11 years ago, I was seeing the evidence the Great War is around the corner. 11 years have passed.
And